Hey, it's connecting. Meaning whether or not the paperwork was served the right way. Let's see if it was. If the court says the service was not done correctly, a defendant can try to get the case thrown out without answering the violations that they did to me. And what the record shows, it's not just a service issue. What it looks like is a pattern of avoidance. Okay, here's his official position. Insufficient service of process. In plain English, he's saying, this lawsuit can't go forward because I wasn't served properly. And his key claim, he argues, is that the U.S. Marshal who served the summons, which if you don't know what the U.S. Marshal is, it's like the police office for the federal government. He argues the U.S. Marshal served a summons that did not include the complaint, meaning my lawsuit, within being served. That's a move, isn't it? Don't fight the facts, fight the doorway into court. All right, now look at this, because this is where his claims run into the actual official record. The U.S. Marshal did actually serve him with the attached complaint. You can see it here. The record doesn't say summons only, it says both. The U.S. Marshal also sent me exactly what he gave him, and you see the complaint attached. Now here's the part where people need to really understand. In a swore declaration, an affidavit that Randy McCullough sent me, which is under oath, he admitted that the summons was delivered on May 21st of 2025. So he's not saying he didn't know. He said he wasn't aware, but yet he hired attorneys. He's got two. What he's saying is someone else in the building accepted it and signed for it and then gave it to me. But when they gave it to me, the document was incomplete, but I had no control over that, which he's lying. On October 30th of 2025, the judge addresses this motion. And this is a nuisance because the court did not toss my case. Instead, the court said my summons was insufficient for another reason. Under Kansas rules in federal court, a service must be accepted the place of residency before using a business address. And I didn't want to go search for his address. I took that as a little bit of a stalking. So the court gave me a clear road map. Meg, provide his home address to the U.S. Marshal so they can reserve him. The court wasn't going to drop this case because of technicality. This is where the story changes. I found this out just yesterday. Following the judge's order, the U.S. Marshal resent the summons to his home address. And the result? The package came back unclaimed, not refused, not the wrong address, not unable to deliver, unclaimed. And here's what that means. The Postal Service attempted to deliver it. They left a notice. You all know what those are like. The person simply didn't pick it up, and I knew he wouldn't. After he's arguing I didn't serve him properly, then we serve him properly at his home address. It comes back unclaimed. This is why I was saying he's literally saying, I don't know, there's something for me? What? Let me put this into a clean timeline. May 21st of this year, documents were served to his work. Someone signed it and gave it to him. June 11th, his two attorneys moved to dismiss it. October 30th, the judge says, nope, just give us his home address, which I did right away the next day. So it went from the packet was incomplete to the packet wasn't even claimed. This shifts the matters to the plaintiff not following the rules, to the defendant, Randy McCullough, obstructing it, purposely not doing it. And why does this matter? Well, my complaint is very detailed about constitutional violations, meaning due process, retaliation, gag orders, freedom of speech. And at the center of it all, I'm alleging that an officer of the court used his power in a way that resulted in my children being removed from me without due process. And there's a lot more violations that I've found lately that I'm working on too. And the cost of all this is not just financial. This is a personal relationship with my 5 children for almost 2 years because of his negligence. This is where I'm at. I'm going to file back a question if I can serve him a different way because we've tried it all now. But I want you to know this is real time the legal system and what these court actors like to play when they're getting sued. Thankfully, my judge so far is following the books. Because remember, sometimes federal judges are just as corrupt as the state judges because they all know each other. If you support my transparency, due process, and everything I'm talking about here, please go to my website at standwithmeg.com. I would love a donation to keep exposing this truth and keep fighting. It means a lot to me that we keep this going. Also, don't forget to go fill out the survey because we're getting so much more data. We're almost up to 600 families that have submitted already. So thank you for submitting. I'm not going to stop exposing a system that separates families and profits off of our children. Stand with Meg. Thank you for joining. Hold on.
Cheryl, don't forget too, he's your baby. So, you know, this is Could be a mix.
Thank you. We are testing out for tomorrow. We go live tomorrow.
Yeah.